So it's Flashback Friday. I'm going through a box of baseball cards I acquired and searching through 1979 Topps and found a bunch of stars, minor stars, and some Hall of Famers. So this is what I got from 1979 Topps. So Sandy Alomar, Sr., the father to Roberto and Sandy Alomar Jr., and he was also the San Diego Padres manager for a while. A couple of cards of his. Actually, 3 of his. Vita Blue pitcher, San Francisco Giants. All-Star George Foster of the Reds. Also played for the Mets. Clarence Gaston, otherwise known as Cito Gaston, only African-American manager to win 2 World Series back-to-back when he was the manager of the Toronto Blue Jays. I think that was 92 and 93 season, I believe. Jim Cott. I think this pitcher deserves to get into the Hall of Fame. This guy's been waiting a long time. I think he's close to 80 years of age now. Only pitcher and the only baseball player to win 16 Gold Gloves. No one else has come even close to that. I think the second highest total is Ozzy Smith with 13 Gold Gloves. This guy was a terror on the base paths, Ron LaFleur. I remember actually getting his signature at the Cooperstown Hall of Fame back in the mid-1990s. Real nice guy, Ron LaFleur. So, for that one there. All-Star pitcher Mickey Lolich. All-Star Greg Luzinski. Catcher Tim McCarver and sports analyst. Relief pitcher Tug McGraw. Bobby Mercer, also played for the Yanks. Craig Nettles. I think he deserves to get into the Hall of Fame too. He was such an awesome third baseman. Very underrated player. Lou Piniella. He might get in possibly as a manager into the Hall of Fame one day. J.R. Richard. Now this guy stood 6'8". Before Randy Johnson was a pitcher, the big unit, this guy was one of the tallest pitchers in the major leagues. And sadly, not long ago, he was homeless and was living underneath a bridge in Houston, Texas. But he's gotten his life back on track. But it was sad because this guy had so much money at one time and then lost it all due to bad investments, a couple of divorces. But I believe now he's a preacher or a minister. But man, this guy, he could throw fast and hard back in the day. J.R. Richard, a couple cards of his. And this guy's going into the Hall of Fame. He was elected last year in 2020, but the Hall of Fame, due to COVID, was postponed. He was supposed to get elected in along with Derek Jeter, Larry Walker, and executive Marvin Miller. Hopefully they'll have the Hall of Fame this year in 2021, although I think maybe it might probably be more like of a virtual event, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, the great catcher, Ted Simmons. I think this guy should get into the Hall of Fame. Louis Tiant, the Red Sox. Manager, Bobby Valentine. And then the last card is 2 Hall of Famers, Cobb and Rogers Hornsby. Be sure to check out my eBay store, Treasures in My Home. I list all kinds of items, comic books, sports cards, autographs, Hollywood memorabilia, unusual one-of-a-kind items. Thanks for watching, guys.